Well, guys, it's official. It is set in stone. We are going to see it. June 9th at Chicago. The return of CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. He will make his way into the Octagon June 9th, Chicago, to face Mike Jackson. Both have the same stats. They're 0-1. They both weigh 170 pounds. Should be interesting. Interesting fight, quite frankly. Don't know a whole lot about Mike Jackson. I don't. A lot of the friends that I have that keep up with UFC, they don't know a lot about Mike Jackson. The one thing that we all know, the one thing that everybody out there knows, whether you watch UFC or you don't, is the last time CM Punk was in the Octagon, he got manhandled, he got waylaid very quickly. Very quickly. Now, the first time he was in the Octagon, I don't care how long it took him to get into it. The simple fact is, he was a small fish in a big pond in a big sea. So we had to, we were critical about it, but in the grand scheme of things, you have to realize it's a wrestler coming to a completely different sport. Yeah. Now, on the other hand, this is his second time around. And I am really interested and hoping that CM Punk does not go in there and have an exact replica of what we saw the last time. I am hoping that CM Punk does not go in there and lose within a matter of moments, minutes. I think as wrestling fans, we all want him to come back to wrestling because he would add some of that edge, some of that fireness that wrestling needs at times. But really deep down, we want to see him succeed in the UFC, get some championships under his belt, have him have serious fights in UFC, not just be one of those guys that's just a marquee name for the UFC, not be one of those guys that's just put in a fight in his hometown to sell out a crowd and put butts in a seat and boost up pay-per-view buys. We want to see him do more than that. I really am one of those type of guys. If he's going to be there, succeed and do more than just that. Yeah. Because I can tell you that as a UFC fan, I treat that just like I do wrestling. If a guy goes in there, whether UFC is real or not, which it is, if a guy goes in there and he loses fight after fight after fight after fight, I lose zero faith in that fighter. Same as I do with wrestling. For those UFC fans that are watching me right now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, well, wrestling's scripted. They already know who's going to win. Fact of the matter is, when they put a wrestler out there and they have them lose week after week after week after week after week, and they're not building them up, and they're jobbers, same thing. No faith in them. You don't like them. They're nothing. The only way that we would like CM Punk is because of his name. I don't want it to stay that way. If he would continue to lose. So I'm hoping come June 9th, CM Punk wins this fight. It is a competitive fight. They do a really good job June 9th. It is not one of those quick, short fights where we pay so much money if we're not one of the people that goes to Buffalo Wild Wings or goes to a friend's house to watch it or somewhere like that. That it is something that is really cool to see, because honestly, if CM Punk doesn't do good here, I don't expect him back in the Octagon really all that much ever again. Quite frankly, if he ever goes back into the Octagon for the UFC. But if he does, I can tell you it's for that simple reason alone. His name to put butts in a seat. That's it. But what a more fitting place than Chicago. But you all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Do you want to see CM Punk back in the UFC? Do you want to see CM Punk go to wrestling? Do you care if CM Punk does either? Do you want to see CM Punk win? Do you want to see him lose? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe. Facebook at 2007 Webby. This week, I will have Raw and SmackDown live reviews. I will have preview and prediction of Backlash. I will have On the Road with Jason Funny. I will have review of Backlash next Sunday, right after the show. And any news and rumors that breaks of UFC and WWE, tune in right here to the channel for that. Should be exciting, should be entertaining. Tune in for it. Great week here on the channel for you wrestling fans. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.